Thanks for joining us for this special edition of ABC24. I'm Kevin McNamara. And now a man is dead after a shooting. It happened in the 800 block of Chelsea Avenue at 7:15 this morning. Officers responded to a man down call where they found someone who had been shot. Now, he was pronounced dead at the scene, and this is still an ongoing investigation. Also, a man now in critical condition after a shooting in Hickory Hill. That happened at 11:30 this morning. Officers responded to the 6900 block of Red Oak Circle. That's where they found a man who had to be taken to Regional 1 Hospital, who also remains in critical condition. Officers believe that the suspect was wearing a gray shirt at the time of the shooting. If anyone has any information on either of these incidents, police ask that you call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. In the news right now, more fallout and questions from Thursday night's shooting inside the FedExForum that had the entire arena evacuated during a concert featuring Glorilla and Lil Baby. But the main act barely took the stage before concert goers were sent home at about 10:30 last night. Our Brittany Moncrief tells us more about what happened.
Order removed.
Alarming and concerning. Thursday night, Memphis police responded to a shooting inside FedExForum. It was during rapper Lil Baby's concert featuring Memphis rapper Glorilla.
Well, you know how it is in Memphis. Sometimes when you're having the most fun, that's when the danger happens.
Memphis artist Spooky Jesus says he was working backstage near the security gate. He says the shooting happened right in front of him.
So just shot this man.
Catching this video moments after the person was shot.
During the concert, two of the individuals, they was looking at each other, and it just popped off. Like one of them hit the other one, and all you heard was a gunshot, and everybody just scattered around, tried to get out of there.
Take her that mind, B.
Memphis police say they believe the victim was targeted. On social media, this man,
Hey, man,
who goes by CEO Jizzle, says he was the person shot.
I don't know how that happened, how someone brought a gun in. The security, that was on point.
My mind was just racing. Okay, how could somebody actually get past the security measures that they do have in place?
Memphis City Council Chairman Martavius Jones says he's shocked by the shooting.
I would assure folks that if they go through the same measure that I've always seen at the FedExForum, the safety measures are in place and it's still a safe place to visit despite this isolated incident.
An isolated incident that many say doesn't feel very isolated these days, especially in downtown Memphis, with several reported shootings in the past month alone.
Our city really need a lot of prayer. We need someone to bring us together because they don't take all that.
Right now, MPD is working to identify the shooter. They say FedExForum uses a private security company. We've reached out to the city of Memphis as well, who own the FedExForum, but they referred us back to MPD. We'll keep you updated as we continue to learn more. And new info, a Covington teacher was arrested and charged with child rape. They posted bond today. Officials arrested 38-year-old Alyssa McCommon yesterday, and police say they've heard from several juvenile victims stating they were befriended by McCommon. She was their former teacher, only to have her start requesting sexual relations with them. Officers say there's no evidence any sexual encounters occurred on the campus of Charter Academy or any school campus. We'll continue to keep you updated on this story on ABC24. In the news right now, today is the day of one of the most prominent college football traditions, the Southern Heritage Classic. But this year, the tradition changes slightly. The University of Arkansas Pine Bluff replacing Jackson State as Tennessee State's opponent. Now, the annual HBCU Classic is happening at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Tailgating started bright and early this morning, and we will have more on the excitement of tonight's game and how it will affect the city financially, plus highlights of the game only on the news at 10. And ABC24, listening to your community concerns, we are seeking solutions for problems in our city, asking who you want held accountable. We are visiting different neighborhoods, and South Memphis, you're up next. Let's Talk 24 happening Thursday, September 21st at South Memphis Farmers Market from 5:30 p.m. until 7:30. Now it's located at 1400 Mississippi Boulevard. If you want to register, scan the QR code on your screen or visit abc24.com for the registration link. If you live near South Memphis, you're welcome to join. Other communities, remember to stay connected, and we're coming to a neighborhood near you soon. You can come and share your concerns. Refreshments will be served as well. And on Monday, ABC24 and the Tri-State Defender are presenting a 90-minute Your Voice, Your Vote mayoral debate. Richard Ransom will be moderating, and you can watch the debate on September 11th, starting at 5:30 p.m. right here on ABC24, followed by ABC's first Monday Night Football game of the season at 7. It was a great start to the weekend weather-wise, but can we keep this trend going? Hayden Nix has a look at the forecast. Hayden?
Yes, if you absolutely loved the forecast for today, we'll get another dose of it for tomorrow. Check out your temperatures hour by hour as we start out tomorrow morning around sunrise in the lower 60s. It's a little bit on the chilly side, especially once we've been acclimated to that warmer weather, but I'll step out and show you. We will bump up a couple of more degrees compared to where we were today. We made it into the lower 80s. We'll try to go to around 85 degrees for an official high temperature for tomorrow, but still that's below normal for this time of the year. We should be making it into the upper 80s. We won't be doing that at least until Monday, but then after that things begin to change, and let's talk about that because next week we've got two systems that we'll be watching. The first one, as I mentioned, arriving on Tuesday. By noontime on Monday, we'll have the frontal boundary starting to move into the Mid-South, and then as we work our way into Tuesday itself, the frontal boundary will be working its way through Memphis and the surrounding areas. It will provide the chance for some rainfall. We're not talking about a lot, but some beneficial rain for that matter. Now, as we navigate past Tuesday afternoon, you'll notice here we'll start to see the showers tapering off going into the evening time frame. Moisture, though, will still linger in the form of cloud cover all the way into Thursday, and then we'll see a secondary system coming in for Friday. This isn't going to be a cold front, but just kind of a cutoff bit of energy that comes out of the Rockies going through Oklahoma and Texas that will provide some shower activity for the area once more on Friday. Both of these systems here will aid in allowing for us to stay cooler than normal for high temperatures and by several degrees. You'll see that in just a moment. But as far as rainfall is concerned, this is the rainfall estimated amounts through Tuesday. 1/10 to maybe 3/10 of an inch at best. Then as you factor in Friday, the next 7 days, our totals are going to remain less than 1 inch, but any bit of rainfall we can get will be appreciated. We'll likely see most of the two-time rainfall from Tuesday and Friday, at least 1/2 of an inch to around 1 inch total. Now, for tonight, temperatures will be cooling down into the lower 60s to upper 50s, and then as we segue to tomorrow afternoon, low to mid 80s area-wide. Then our 7-day forecast shows that that front coming in Tuesday will help us cool down to have highs in the upper 70s. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday back to 80s, back to the upper 70s on Friday.
All right, thanks, Hayden. And in honor of NICU Awareness Month, today the Baptist Memorial Hospital for Women hosted their first NICU reunion since the start of COVID. This year's theme was Welcome to the Jungle, bringing the safari to moms and their growing babies. Baptist Hospital designed this event to check in with families and make sure their babies are thriving. NICU graduates like Sonia Leonard are grateful to the NICU nurses that helped her and her family along their journey. She says their support really goes a long way, even now.
No one could do this alone. And it's a tough, tough journey. But we all come together, we can get it done together.
There were snacks, a petting zoo, bounce houses, and so much more for NICU grads to experience. You'll love to see a story like that. Also, MLGW hosting their first ever Youth Entrepreneurs Expo and Fair today at the Agri Center. Business owners under the age of 18 were able to innovate through education, aka Light Memphis, selling merchandise and showcasing their companies, networking with each other and the public. Light Memphis seeks to equip students with 21st century skills to create wealth. Their vision is to close the racial gap by building Black and Latino students into entrepreneurs and helping them secure high-wage jobs.
We get them in, we get them learning about how to be an entrepreneur, how to get that entrepreneurial mindset, how to communicate, how to negotiate, and all of those things that grant a great business, but more than that, alleviate their livelihood, prepares them for college and prepares them for the after high school experience.
Light Memphis has a 16-week program that's free to participate that teaches kids the ins and outs of business. Thanks for joining us for this special edition. We will see you again at 10.